everyone, what is going on? Steve Rozenberg here, Investing with Purpose. I'm here today with my good friend Matt Trenchard with Senna House Buyers. We are in Channelview, Texas, which is just to the east of Houston. We're at a house Matt, tell us about this situation.
Yeah, sure. So we've got this 1950 year built house. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. It's a little over 1,000 square feet, 1 car attached garage. The numbers on it, it's probably worth $140 once it's fixed up. So your after repair value, your ARV is $140. Okay. It would rent for $1,200 a month, and it's going to need some work. A little bit of the backstory: the seller had this house for her father. He recently passed away, and she doesn't have use for the house anymore. It needs work. She didn't want to deal with it, and so she sold it to us. So why don't we go ahead and go inside and check it out?
All right, before we do, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna check this out, and let's see what we're working on.
Let's do it.
Let's pop the open. Let's see what we got, my man.
Well, welcome.
You moving in here or something?
Hey, they came through, and what we tell them is take whatever it is they want to keep and leave the rest. So if you want a calculator, you can have it.
Nice.
So, well, technically not yet. It closes on Friday. So,
okay, all right.
We got a couple days.
And you got some books here?
Oh, there's
nice.
plenty of books in this place.
All right, well, I mean, when looking at the property, it's, it's not bad. I mean, it doesn't look like it's majorly wrong, anything majorly wrong with it.
I mean, you got some foundation work you got to do, but then other than that, you're really just going to be hitting the cosmetics in this place, right?
Yeah, you got the hardwoods.
Original hardwoods. You might be able to get away with refinishing these, which would be nice. Keep that touch. They're not really scuffed up.
Yeah, not bad.
And obviously paint, some sheetrock work.
So,
And
just out of the gate, obviously, what are you looking at to trash this house out? And
like cost wise?
Yeah.
Oh, to clean it out, I'd probably spend $700-800.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dumpsters, we'll grab some.
Get a dumpster and get a couple guys for a day, and they'll be able to knock that out.
It's not a big house, so.
No.
Let's see what we got.
Let's go check it out.
All right. All right. So my first question is who actually replaces the kitty litter in here? If
The guy living here was. He had he was the neighborhood. You heard of the cat lady. He was like the cat guy, right?
Okay.
So he had the neighborhood cats. Obviously, we're going to do everything in this kitchen, right? Yeah. Light fixtures, floors, appliances, countertops, cabinets, the whole nine. This thing needs to be redone from top to bottom.
Okay.
Which makes it easy. You don't have to worry about measuring anything out. You just come in, rip everything out, and start over.
Okay, so regarding what you're going to spend on this, what are you thinking this is going to cost?
In the kitchen, this is probably a $6,000 kitchen to redo everything. So,
all right.
Yeah.
And that's pretty conservative numbers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, let's see what else we got.
Cool. All right, so let's check out the bedrooms and the one bathroom that we've got here.
Okay.
So
the master.
These old style houses.
Okay.
I don't really know if they have a master or not. So
well, let's pick one.
All right, we'll check this one out.
This guy did a lot of reading, huh?
Books everywhere. So if you'd like to.
I'm kind of full.
Hit our wholesale library.
I'm an Audible kind of guy, so I think I'll
check
stick
it
with
out
Audible.
here. We got some good ones over here. The Secret History of the CIA.
Yeah, Lee Child. Yeah, he's into that.
Look, standard bedroom. It's
Yeah.
a small bedroom. The wood floors are in pretty good shape. You could probably resurface those. Paint, light fixture, and a little bit of trim, and you're probably done in here. So,
and I got to say, so far from what I've seen, this is a quick trash out. This is not a big rehab. I mean,
not at all.
This is pretty quick and easy.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
So,
let's see what else we got.
Let's check it out. All right, let's check out the bathroom here. Okay. So we'll squeeze in. It's a small house, so small bathroom,
which is very typical for these types of properties,
especially this age, right? So
yeah.
A bunch of razors for your bald head.
I could use that.
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
Oh wow, there are a lot of razors.
Yeah. How about it?
Okay, so what would you here? Is this again another full? I mean, the bathroom actually looks pretty nice. I gotta say,
it's in decent shape. It would depend on what you want to do with it in here. I'd probably, since it's so small, the redo is not going to be that big of a cost. I would probably just tear everything out and start fresh.
Now, let me ask you this. Would you consider pushing this out a little bit and making it a bigger bathroom?
Not at this price point, no.
Okay.
Because once you start adding square footage, the cost goes up significantly.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot harder to recoup that at this price point.
So, on a basic make ready in here, what are we looking at to do
If I gutted this bathroom and did everything, it'd be about $4,000.
Okay.
So, that's new tile surrounds, new tub, new floors, new vanities, new...
all in your 4K?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, well, tell you what, let's go look at the rest of the house.
Cool.
Okay, let's see. We got 2 bedrooms here. I say we go right. Let's just see what we got in here, basically.
Again, standard bedroom. It's just like the other one in the other room, right? You resurface the floors, new light fixture, paint, touch up the sheetrock.
Would you keep that?
No.
Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't either. That was a test.
Nice little baseball glove.
That is nice.
So
now I noticed that there are central vents for heat and AC, but I also noticed window units, which as we know is common.
There is. A lot of times what people do, especially here in Houston, when it gets so hot, you get these older homes, they're not very well insulated, is they'll add an AC unit, a window unit, to a room. It's usually where the person sleeps, so that they can help keep it cool down. They do that in lieu of replacing the AC that's old because of the cost. So,
all right, let's go check out the other one.
Cool. All right. So I'd have to say, if we did have a master, this would probably be the master.
Probably be the master. It's got a bigger closet.
It's got an extra foot, so it's,
Oh, it does, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger. But again, just like the other bedrooms in this house, this is a very straightforward rehab. Pull everything out, redo the floors, paint. You've got your window unit. I would get the AC replaced, get that working, and get the window units out.
Yeah.
And then you're off to the races, man.
All right, Matt. Now let's give me a breakdown.
Okay.
From start to finish. What did you buy it for? What are the numbers? And let's run through those.
Okay. So we bought this house for $65,000. So if we go through the whole budget, if you remember, we're about $6,000 in the kitchen. We're about $4,000 in the bathroom. Okay. So that's 10. We're about probably, I'd say, $5,000 on everything else, the bedrooms, the living room, all that kind of stuff.
You got to trash out.
We've got, and that's in that $5,000. Yep.
Okay.
And so then I would put a new AC unit in, and then I would touch up the foundation. So that's going to bring us up probably a hair under the $25,000 mark, which is what we budgeted, which gives us about $2,000 to $3,000 in kind of miscellaneous stuff that always tends to pop up when you start working on these old houses like this. Right. So we're right about $25,000 in total budget.
Total in. And then what is the ARV for this property?
ARV on this one is $140,000, and it would rent for about $1,200.
Okay, so what would you estimate if you went and sold this? Are you thinking this will be an end buyer, or is this going to go to an investor?
If we sold it for $140,000, it would be an end buyer, end user, an owner occupant who's going to live in the house.
Okay, but what is the plan? What is your plan on this property?
So we actually wholesaled this property to another investor who's going to end up doing the work, and they are going to end up renting the property out.
Okay, so this will end up being a rental eventually.
Correct.
Well, we've got some numbers. Let's take a look outside and let's see what we're looking at on the exterior of the property. It looks like it's a pretty big yard.
Yes.
So I'd like to see what that looks like, and let's take a look at the exterior and see if there's anything that catches our eye that may be a red flag. Cool? All right, let's go outside. AC is on this side?
On this side, yeah. Let's go check it out. Okay, so when you're looking at the ACs, a lot of times you do kind of like a visual inspection. Does it look good? Does it rusted up? Does it look bad? So, and also, you're not going to be able to see it on the camera, but there's a sticker on every AC unit, and you can get the serial number, sometimes the manufacturer date, which tells you the age of the particular unit is on there. It happens to be on this one. This was manufactured in 06. So it's probably installed in 2006 or 2007. So it's about 12, 13 years old.
I gotta say, it actually looks pretty good, though. I mean, there's no rust or anything that I'm seeing that's a red flag to me.
So my personal investing philosophy, rule of thumb, is my major mechanicals, if I'm past the 50% useful life, I budget to replace it when I buy the house. That doesn't mean I'm going to replace it right off the bat, especially if it's a rental property. If it's still working and still kicking and still cooling down the house, I'm going to keep it, but then I already have a built-in budget for it down the road when it does go out.
Okay, that makes sense. I like that.
Yep.
So that's a good tip for that, the 50% rule. I like that. Okay.
Why don't we check out, we got to go around the other side when we get to the backyard.
I'm not jumping that fence.
Oh, come on.
I'm not jumping. It's a big backyard. You know, looking at this backyard, the way I look at this, you can almost put another unit on here. I don't know what the zoning is, obviously, for it, but I mean, you could put an ADU on here, or you can put something.
But I mean, you definitely have the space for it. It's about 11,000 and some change square foot lot. So
is this common for this area?
Yes, for this area it is. As you get closer into town, it's a lot harder to find, a lot this big, but it's definitely common here. So you've got a huge backyard. So especially if you're selling or renting to someone with a family with a 3-bedroom, there's an old playpen or play set back here. I'll go down the slide.
You will?
Yeah.
All right, first, tell me about the roof. What are we looking at here?
Okay, so the roof, you got a flat shingle. So this one is definitely going to be working towards the end of its life.
Okay.
It's still okay right now.
It doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad. And so maybe that $5,000 we budgeted for the AC, we could probably get a roof on this place.
Would you double shingle this?
the reason I don't like doing that is whenever you put a second layer of shingles on top of an old layer, you actually reduce the useful life of that shingle significantly.
Okay.
So if you put a 30-year shingle on top of this, it's no longer 30 years. It's 20 or 25 years.
Got it.
Because it wears out. It's not installed properly that way. So the cost to rip off the old shingles is really not that much. Don't step over dollars to pick up pennies.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know?
Okay, cool. And I got to say, the exterior siding looks pretty good too. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I would hit it with a quick power wash. That'd be about it.
Yeah,
So.
it looks pretty good. So all in all, this is a pretty good property.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, you ready?
All right.
I'll give you a boost. Yeah, it is a bad idea. That's why we want you to do it.
Okay. They don't pay me enough for this.
We're not paying you at all for the record. Are you going to get a running start, or are you just going to start from...
start. I got it.
All right.
All right.
We should put some water on the slides.
For all my fans.
Whee! Nice. There you have it, folks. Hey, everyone. So we just finished walking this property. Again, I got to say, Matt, this is a good deal. I like this property. I don't see any red flags. I don't see any major issues. Give us a final breakdown of this property. You know, how'd you get it? Where'd you find it? And kind of walk us through the story.
So the beautiful thing about this one is this came from a personal referral. So for all the people out there who are just getting started, let everybody know what you do. Like, tell them the problems you solve. Tell them what you do every day. And so it was a friend of mine. It was actually his girlfriend who owns a house.
Okay.
He knew I bought houses that needed work. He knew that I made the process easy. And he's like, hey, you need to come check out my girlfriend's house. And so that's exactly how we got it. She was super happy with the process. It's been very smooth.
It's so important to let people know, not that you just buy houses, but that you solve problems.
Yes.
And that you're there to help people out of situations, because you help them and now you're able to do a deal, and this worked out for everyone involved.
Yep. And one quick tip on that. Every time we go and talk to a homeowner, we are very, very clear to explain to them, listen, you could get more money if you go a different road.
Yeah.
If you want to deal with showings, if you want to deal with the time, if you want to deal with cleaning this place up, you absolutely every time will get more money.
Right.
Because I'm not trying to sell ice to Eskimos, right?
Yes.
They don't have a need for ice.
Yeah.
So if the client doesn't have a need to sell their house fast, don't try to talk them into it. But as soon as you know you're in the right house, talking to the right person, when you tell them that and they're like, no, I don't want to deal with that. I want this thing gone, which is exactly what happened. A little bit of breakdown. Like I said, we bought the house for $65,000. We think it needs about $25,000 worth of work to get it up to really top of the market condition.
Okay.
It would rent for $1,200 and it would sell for $140,000.
That's a slamming deal.
It's a great deal.
All right, everyone, so that's it. That's a wrap for this property. Thanks again for watching. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Every week, we're going to be dropping new videos where me and Matt are going to be walking properties, giving you our insight, and helping you become better investors. We will see you guys next week at a new property. Bye-bye.
See you then, guys.